Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving and welcome to Today in the NA. I'm Vinny Paracelli. We're thankful that you're watching us today on your TV, tablet, or smartphone. We've got a lot to get to on the program today. We've got highlights from last night's action. We've got games to preview this weekend as well. But first, we've got commitments coming out of the North American Hockey League. Thomas Jarman of the Maryland Black Bears is committed to Boston University. The third-year defenseman is in his third campaign with Maryland. He has a goal and 2 assists through 8 games this season. He had 4 goals and 17 points in 50 games a year ago. For his NAHL career in 93 games, he has lit the lamp 6 times and has 23 points. Brett Link of the Fairbanks Ice Dogs will be playing college hockey at the University of Alaska Fairbanks. The Alaska native has 2 goals through 4 games this season. He lit the lamp 16 times and registered 15 points in 47 games a year ago. Lone Star Brahmas forward Zach Purcell has announced his commitment to American International College. Purcell has 5 goals and 11 points through 9 games this season. He is currently riding a 5-game point streak. Our final commitment of the day goes to Jonathan Ziski of the Bismarck Bobcats. He has announced his plans to play at Niagara University. Through 6 games this season, and the defenseman from Macomb, Michigan has 2 goals and 3 points. We had 3 Thanksgiving Eve games. Let's check out some of the highlights. Let's start down the road from us in Dallas. Wichita Falls taking on Lone Star. We just talked about him committing. Here is Zach Purcell giving the Brahmas a 1-0 lead. Time now winding down in the first period. It's Drew Vietin beating the buzzer, and the Warriors even things up heading into the break. Closing minutes of the second period, Luke Johnson nets his first goal of the season to put the Brahmas back in front. And then in the third, it's Joey Baez giving his team the insurance they needed. Lone Star would add another and win this one 4-1 over the Warriors. Out in West Texas, we had the Jackalopes visiting the Bulls. Jacob Tepley is going to grab his first goal of the season as the Bulls get out to a quick start. A few minutes later on the power play, Ty Black will get his second goal of the season to put Amarillo up by 2. The strong first period would continue as it's Nick Martino getting on the score sheet, and that would be all Amarillo would need. Bulls hand Odessa their 4th straight loss. Bulls win 3-0. We go north for the Minot and Bismarck rivalry. This one would go back and forth. Jack Westland would break it open just 4:44 into the action with his second goal of the season. Midway through the period, Tim Piowski lights the lamp for the 3rd time this year to tie things up at 1. Still in the first period, this time on the power play, it's Westland again from Owen Baumgartner, 2-1 Minot after 20. Bobcats don't waste any time in the second period. Quinn Rudrud ties the game with his first tally of the season. Then just 2 minutes later with the extra skater, Will Magnuson gives Bismarck their first lead of the night. In the final frame, Minot back on the man advantage, and Damon Zimmer is there to tie the game up at 3. Who doesn't want extra hockey on Thanksgiving Eve? Midway through the overtime period, 2-on-1 for the Bobcats. Piowski feeds George Granis, who does not miss. Bobcats win 4-3, and their turkey will taste a little better today. Coming up this weekend, more of Amarillo and Odessa, as well as Minot and Bismarck, but we've also got Johnstown versus Maryland out east. Johnstown has still not lost a game in regulation. They could jump into first place in the division with a win this weekend. Maryland just a point back, but they could put themselves in the first place with a pair of wins over the next couple of days. Then in the Central Division, we got the undefeated Aberdeen Wings taking on the Austin Bruins. The Wings are looking to extend their current 10-game winning streak. They are averaging just under 6 goals a game. They are the early favorites for the Robertson Cup as they look to extend their reign as champs. Austin, on the other hand, got off to a late start this season, but they are 3-1-1 so far. This will be a good test for them over the next few days. Finally, we've got the top 2 teams in the South going head-to-head as Shreveport visits Lone Star. The Mudbugs have won 4 in a row, doing it with offense rather than with their stingy defense. We'll see if that trend continues or if we'll have a typical low-scoring affair with the Brahmas and Mudbugs. Lone Star bounced back last night after losing Wichita Falls on Saturday. Should be a great one over at the NYTEX Sports Center. Watch every game on HockeyTV.com or follow along on the updated NAHL app on your smart device. Follow the North American Hockey League on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, or log on to NHL.com for the latest news from around the league. Thanks for joining us this week. We hope you enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving. Until next time, I'm Vinny Paracelli.